though. That was right before Miami. That was like a
Literally
week,
right before,
2 weeks before Miami. Yeah, because Vala was there.
Before you guys left.
That was. I don't even think you had decided on Miami at that point.
No.
I don't think.
God,
No, I wasn't even in here.
We decided in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
We were talking about it though, like we were talking about it on pods.
Dude, you're a genius. You're a genius with great taste in cars. I take it all back, dude. Miami was the best.
I feel bad because Akaash was like this close to buying a place in Miami, which would have probably doubled in price.
Yeah.
Like he was really close.
Legit, I was.
We're
like,
both kind of looking at things.
Yeah, I was
but
like,
then
we're gonna do this.
But then it was like, I don't know if we're gonna come down here.
Yeah.
And if you just had done it as an investment property,
Yeah, I would have made so much.
minimum 50% on your investment.
Yeah.
the
Probably.
house
so
that
much
we
money.
stayed at in Miami.
Oh yeah,
just
this is
sold.
crazy.
The owners bought it a few years ago,
For 400,000.
$450, and it just sold for $1.8 million.
Quadrupled in price.
And they allowed Andrew. They would have sold it to him, and me. I would have taken a commission for $1 million. So that's $800K. Year and a half since we've been there.
Wow.
Year.
I don't know who
Sorry,
fucked
not even
up
a year and a
more,
half.
bro.
But, and this is kind of fucked up. I'm even positioning this like this, but like the real estate, the prices of real estate right now are higher than they were before the collapse in 2008.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna necessarily end the best.
Now, here's the thing. How does it get fucked? Because in 2008, it was those bad mortgages that fucked it, not the prices. And obviously there's some inflation that's increasing the prices.
Yeah.
So what would cause the market to fall apart
I
now?
think I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I would think as interest rates keep going up, people might be like, "Oh, loans aren't as cheap now," and I actually don't really have money like that at all. Yeah. So I need to tighten up everything. So spending stops.
A lot of houses are
In
gonna
what city are you
stay
talking about?
on the market, and then the value is going to start going down until it's at a place where people can.
So it's not going to be this drastic crash.
Yeah,
it's going to be a more like evening out.
correction, yeah.
A correction.
Yeah.
Like where prices actually should be, not this crazy shit
Oh,
that's
wait, are you
happening.
talking nationwide or are you talking Miami?
Nationwide, but Miami's probably like the craziest version of
Yeah.
it.
You have to understand, Miami has all of the San Francisco tech community, all the New York tech community that are able to be like, shit, I could save that on taxes. They were already making crazy bread over there, and they're going to come to Miami, so those prices are still going to stay up.
So you think it won't be affected?
Over there, no. There's just every area. It's
Miles
like
is skeptical.
I just don't think that Miami has the tech draw that I know it's going to be the next. Every city says they're going to be the next big
Yo,
tech
son,
thing.
every city.
Every city.
You go to
Cincinnati,
Columbus,
Cleveland,
Ohio.
yeah, you're
literally every
still
city.
Columbus and Cincinnati. This is
Yeah.
Miami. This is something that people just. Oh, I didn't know that this place could also be a
I don't
place.
hear anybody talking about there's a city outside of that city.
Yeah, but we
except
also
Miami.
only lived in Miami.
No,
I think
but I'm hearing it
we
here,
knew the
too.
mayor. We got like a lot of stuff. Like I think Miami is a great city. Growing up in Florida, I don't think it is the second coming, the Mecca, the
But then
next
places
big-
like Tampa are just rocket shipping up
Yeah.
for a more affordable because there is this
All of Florida's
abundance of
going up.
supply that there is a correction that it's been undervalued for years.
Yeah,
That's the
but
thing.
I just don't
People
think-
are like, oh shit, I'm not going to need to work 5 days a week at one company. I can work remotely. Blah blah blah. Quality of life it's just all catalyzed to the point where they're going to pick and cherry pick. That's where you want to live.
Yeah, I think Florida's great. I just don't think it's going to be the next big tech hub that we're all like.
And
oh
also
my God, Miami.
government. They're like, oh yeah, I'm liberal, but taxes. Florida will stay.
Wait, what's that?
DeSantis, baby.
Oh,
Florida.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
With Miami,
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it probably continues to go up, but I don't know what the release valve would be that would make prices plummet. I mean, like that land is just scarce in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like waterfront property in a tax-free state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It's
see
just
that.
going to move to other. It's going to go up to Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood, Florida, and all
I
those
agree with
places
that.
up.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So
I'm just so scared with those types of investments. Like investing in things that like I can actually change the value of myself. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a little bit more conservative, to be honest. But just putting money in like companies, you're much better than this than me. Putting money in like companies or putting money in like even like real estate or that kind of stuff. I don't do enough research. I'm not interested enough to do the research, which is a problem.
Me neither.
But yeah, you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Or you talk to like your fucking successful friends that
A little bit of that for sure. Also, I think I read a finance book. The main thing I took from it was if this is money you don't need, like I can afford to lose it, take risks with it. Like if you have $5,000 you don't need, you could put it in, like a thing that like the market, and that's probably smarter. Also, if you don't need it and you already have money in the S&P or whatever, and you just have this extra leftover, throw that in something that could go to 100. You know what I mean? That could go down, but if I don't need it, I won't miss it.
I mean, I think it's crazy.
And I'm overbalanced with Bitcoin for sure. I put too much in, but like I need to start putting more into the S&P stuff also.
I'm just so fucking.
But I think it's insane that you say that because you actually bought a place pretty early on, and now you pay crazy rent that you don't think, oh, there's a different solution here.
Yeah.
Like if you just put, say, like what you could have bought in Miami.
Yeah.
And even here, like it should be parked somewhere. Especially
it should be, but then at the same time, if we do that, then we don't have the ability to, do certain things that we need to do.
Really? You think that?
Or we
You just
can.
need to have a pile of cash sitting in a bank?
Say again?
You just need to have the money in the bank? You need to do
No,
something.
it's not smart. But at the same time, it gives us a certain amount of freedom to do things.
I think if you don't have control, it's hard for you to trust it.
Especially if like I can't control the outcome of the company. Like I saw Musk tweet something that was kind of interesting. It's like people ask me for investment advice, and it's just like think about products and services that you really love, like personally, and then just put money in those companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you're at a point now. You're taking these loans and these risks through a company, and then the money that you're taking out, that's the money that you'll put in real estate. Two separate things.
Yeah, I don't even know enough to know about that.
Stop. Come on.
To be honest, I don't. Like I'm very I'm being serious. Like I'm specific in the things that I know what to do and how to make money. I can
knows
make
his
money on
genius,
myself.
though.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of like people who really truly understand like finance, like there are people who they have a way deeper understanding than me and than any of us in this room. Those people know how to make money out of nothing. It's like they're almost like inventing money.
Yeah. It's
You know,
unreal.
like,
Unreal.
buy a place, renovate it, refi it, take the money out, put that somewhere else, and it's just like this
Buy
constant.
a home cash, then take the loan out on the house, and then that's interest-free tax deduction.
I'm like,
And there's plenty of models for that. All I know, and I think I speak like I'm, Moroccan. You're anyone who's Middle Eastern or from a background of immigrants. Like everyone that I know that's successful in LA, like they just bought that duplex that they lived in. They bought properties wherever they could. Doesn't matter, shitty, great, fantastic area, not great area. They're the ones winning 30, 40 years later. So I'm just saying, like, whatever it is, do it early.
There was a lot of those people who always also killed themselves in 2008 when.
Yeah, that's true.
Like.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying as well. I guess the way I look at it is like so far in my career by investing in myself, I've had way greater return on investment than Apple has given its shareholders or Tesla or Google or any of these other companies.
Yeah.
So in my strategy, I'm not saying this is smarter. I should be able to do both at the same time. If I was really smart, I'd do both. But so far, this one has reaped good rewards for myself and the other people that are involved. So I'm like, okay, this is where I feel comfortable. But hopefully I'll get to a point where I'll have enough time to actually kind of learn how to invest and then take part of my money and then do it in that way. Because I guess I could give it to somebody who's like a professional who really understands that. And even then I'm just like, well, what the fuck? Like I know I'm going to get in the day before the crash. You know what I mean? Like I bought my apartment at the fucking height. And thank God it's back now, but still, I'm like waiting for the Great Depression before I get into the stock market. And I know once that happens, I'll be like, I think AT&T might go out of business. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe it is a control thing, like you said. It's like a vulnerability, just going, here's the money. I'd rather I don't know. Yeah.
You actually said advice that I use to this day, though. And I have a little more now, maybe even set aside, but have at least 1 year comfortable living set aside.
Yes.
And then the rest of that, to me, after that, is investable.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you. But I include comfortable living in that, like making sure you guys are comfortable living.
100%.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. But we're doing great. I'm not concerned about that. But that is something I'd like to get a little bit better at as I get older, because it can just be such a greater multiplier. You know, like you have your money working for you.
Do you have another big personal investment that you're working on?
I'm gonna get another fake speedster.
Okay, that's not what I meant.
Do I have one? I don't know. I'm not sure.